Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Andrew, and this is our contemplative space where we explore Stoicism. If it's your first time here, welcome. If you're already part of our community, it's great to have you back. No beating around the bush, let's dive straight into the journey towards a more meaningful life. Let's get started. In the ancient city of Hierapolis, nestled in the heart of Phrygia, a notable philosopher named Epictetus was born. Although his beginnings were humble as a slave in a world dominated by fate, his wisdom would resonate through the ages. Epictetus's journey was not limited by his origins. Instead, it was a quest for something greater, a path to happiness and tranquility. As he matured, Epictetus was drawn to the teachings of Stoicism, a philosophy that would shape his life and guide his aspirations. The Stoic principles resonated with his spirit, igniting a fire within him to transcend his circumstances and carve out his destiny. Through dedication and perseverance, he attained not only physical liberation from chains, but also a profound inner freedom that few could comprehend. Under the guidance of his devoted disciple Arian, Epictetus's wisdom became immortalized. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, I invite you to like the video and subscribe to enjoy all my content in the future. Exiled from his homeland, he found solace in the serene city of Nicopolis. It was there, in his quiet corner of the world, that he laid the foundations of his teachings. For Epictetus, philosophy was not merely an abstraction but a lived experience. His philosophy was an art of living centered on three pillars that illuminated the path to true happiness. The first pillar, a fundamental belief, was that freedom was the gateway to happiness. For him, happiness did not lie in fulfilling desires, but in freeing oneself from their grip. He proclaimed that true wealth was not measured in possessions, but in the simplicity of desires. Epictetus's teachings urged his followers to renounce the frenzy of attachment, recognizing that the more they let go, the closer they came to true inner peace. Epictetus understood that true autonomy did not lie in the ability to control external events, but in governing one's own reactions and emotions. In the grand tapestry of existence, some threads were beyond our weaving. These external events were not to be fought against, but embraced with equanimity. The heart of Epictetus's philosophy beat in harmony with the Stoic principle of control, distinguishing what was within our power and what lay beyond. It was in mastering our inner world where true liberation lay. Thus, Epictetus's path to happiness involved gaining mastery over oneself, freeing the mind from the tumult of unattainable desires and excessive attachments. Over time, Epictetus's teachings resonated in the hearts of future generations. His second principle, the liberation from worries, was an echo that resonated in the minds of those seeking inner peace. Epictetus knew that true happiness could not exist in the slavery of anxiety and fear. For Epictetus, the art of freeing oneself from worries did not consist of avoiding problems, but in re-evaluating how we face them. He recognized that much of human suffering originated not in the events themselves, but in our interpretations and judgments of them. Through reflective exercises and self-discipline, he urged his disciples to question their excessive reactions and to find in introspection a path to harmony. Epictetus's words, transmitted through the pages written by Arian, crossed centuries to reach modern consciousness. His third and powerful principle, the freedom of choice, emphasized the importance of accepting what was within our control and letting go of what was not. This principle empowered individuals to reclaim agency over their lives, even in the face of external circumstances. It was through the exercise of rational choice that one could attain true freedom and inner peace, regardless of the challenges encountered along the way. Theme: acceptance without resistance. Epictetus spoke to those seeking to understand balance amidst chaos. He knew that fighting uncontrollable circumstances was an endless source of suffering. Instead of resisting what couldn't be changed, he advocated embracing reality as it was. For Stoics, true strength lay in adaptability, in flowing with life's currents rather than crashing against the rocks of stubborn desire. Unconditionally accepting circumstances was an act of wisdom and power. It wasn't about passively resigning, but consciously empowering oneself. ceasing to fight what was immutable and beginning to shape our reactions to what could change. Epictetus's story became a beacon for those seeking serenity and fulfillment amid life's whirlwind. Over the centuries, his wisdom continued to inspire restless souls to see beyond the limitations imposed by the external world and find inner freedom. The third of the fundamental principles Epictetus shared with the world was the idea that unconditional acceptance was the path to inner peace. He believed much of human suffering stemmed from our resistance to what is. Instead of resisting and fighting circumstances, he encouraged us to accept them as they were. The only path to happiness, he often said, was to stop distressing ourselves over what was beyond our control and will. Epictetus understood that imaginary worries and inflexible expectations were the sources of our internal suffering. In their place, he urged us to confront reality with a tranquility and an open mind are achieved through simple practices, such as reflecting on our exaggerated reactions. At the end of the day, Epictetus taught us how to free ourselves from unnecessary worries by identifying where our mind resisted acceptance. Thus, we could adjust our attitude for the next day. This constant exercise developed a mindset of adaptation and acceptance. Epictetus did not encourage passive resignation, but rather an active attitude of accepting life as it is. He understood that external circumstances did not determine our inner peace. Through his teachings, he reminded us that our true strength lay in our ability to remain serene and balanced in the face of challenges. By embracing each moment with an open mind and a tranquil heart, Epictetus invited us to fully experience life. His teachings echo through the centuries as a source of wisdom, guiding us through the ups and downs of existence in an ever-changing world. He taught us that unconditional acceptance is the path to true happiness and inner serenity. Epictetus's 3 principles for achieving happiness became pillars of eternal wisdom, guiding generations towards self-reflection, tranquility, and acceptance. His legacy transcended time and space, weaving a narrative of personal transformation that resonated in the hearts of those who sought to live with purpose and authenticity. Through his teachings, he became a companion on the journey of constant pursuit of happiness, reminding us that true freedom lies in mastering our minds and choosing to embrace each moment with calmness and acceptance. Through consistent practice, Stoicism equips us with the tools to face challenges with courage, maintain calm in adversity, and live with a deeper purpose. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to not miss the upcoming videos, where you'll find more content to enhance your life. Have you felt inspired by these reflections? If so, are you aware of the dark side of kindness? If not, this video is for you. In it, I'll share 8 surprising ways that can harm you, where we'll further explore the powerful teachings of Stoicism. Don't waste time. Go ahead and watch it now.